Yes, greetings and the best of salutations. Just particularly thinking in this wise um, when it comes to the human experience. Of course, the word hue is a carving out. Is associated with the earth and the man. For me, really represents potential. Um, that's generically uh, not pertaining to not separating male from female, but the union thereof, the potential, uh, the capability, and the potential to perform a task, and and that task must be the task is to be synchronized. Yes, synchronized. If some may be familiar with synchronized swimming, that they all are in sync with one another as it pertains to their activity, their bodies, their hands, everything is in sync. It's a beautiful thing to see that type of expression of harmony. Yes. Um, the human experience is a fragile one, fragile, which renders us to be very vulnerable. The word vulnerable is susceptible to physical or emotional attack or harm of a person in need of special care, support, or protection because of age, disability, risk, or abuse or neglect. Vulnerable. That's how it was defined. And let's look up the word fragile. Say the human experience first is a fragile one. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Easily broken or damaged. Of a person not strong or sturdy, delicate or vulnerable. Not sturdy, not strong enough. Let's say, for example, the easily broken. I think there was a movie that was out called Unbreakable. Yeah, one spirit is can become, it's not unbreakable. Uh, his focus is unbreakable. You can't break his focus. He's so tuned in, and meditation helps that as well. So it takes some practicing, some discipline, some dedication, but uh, not damage. And I say that people are only responding to the extent and the injury that has been done to his or her humanity. So the the fragileness of one's what has been done to his or humanity, the damage of it, which renders one's humanity vulnerable for attack, for an attack. Um, one's emotion, one's mental instability, one's uh, system within their body, if if it's not taken properly cared enough, it is become more susceptible or render it to become more vulnerable to an attack. But so the way that we strengthen um, possibly our immune system is consume the the proper diet and that which does not that the foods that does not have toxins in it, because there's two type of relationships: medicinal and a toxic relationship. So we want to be in a medicinal relationship and in a medicinal environment rather than a toxic one. The environment that we want to live in wants to be one of serenity as a one of stress, and it doesn't renders us to become uh, more vulnerable, or more susceptible to attacks, to outside attack. When you have solidarity, group solidarity, you are less susceptible to attacks. Yes, because people will proceed with caution. The first sign is a cautionary sign. If you look at it, you proceed with caution. Take caution. Um, Even when I look at a cat when he first ventures out, even when you come out, you always circumspect, do things circumspectly. As a child, you venture until you are able to stand on your own 2 feet. Even then, you still proceed with caution to the next step. And this is the stages of development until you perfect each stage of one's development. Yes. So that which I always say I'm tackling is deprivation, and being deprived of any means or manner in a way, and even that will put um, an individual in a better position to excel and succeed in life endeavors in the best of ways, and develop his intellect and the best of ways for the betterment of humanity. So may we not render ourselves or place each other in this human experience, which is a fragile one, that put ourselves in a vulnerable situation, that we become susceptible to attacks that hurt, harm, and injure um, the totality of our well-being when it comes to the development of our intellect, yes, for the betterment of our humanity. And the way that we do that, we get in relationships that are medicinal, rather than toxic, and we create an environment, or be an environment that it is very serene and less stressful, and our health and the diet that we consume, that the diet would not be one of a toxic diet, um, that people will interject certain chemicals in it for profit, and then we consume those chemicals, then our immune system becomes weakened. It becomes more susceptible to attacks. Um, one could eat raw ginger. One could eat garlic, lemon, lime. Circulation of blood is um, cantaloupe helps that. Um, then also strengthen your immune system. Olive plant, you know, uh, yes, and of course open up your cardiovascular. Let's continue to exercise and self meditation, self introspection, reflection, and get in a peaceful state within your mind and in your thoughts, and lift up your arms to open this your lungs. You know what I'm saying? The chest area. Yes. Um, and may we do our best to heal ourselves, the whole being, our mind, our body, and our spirit, for our soul's sake, for our soul's sake. Um, Other than that, talk to you. Stay strong. Be at peace.